Okay. Well, let's talk about the first topic.
All right. So, since tomorrow's Halloween, we thought it'd be fitting if we didn't talk about anything but scary stuff. So the scary stuff we're going to talk about first is personal scary stuff. Stuff whether we can't explain it or not, or if we think it's ghosts or aliens or whatever. We're going to talk about personal scary experiences. So, I know that you have an interesting one, so you can go.
My dream one.
Yeah, that,
like my
that
nightmare
one's
one.
pretty spooky.
Okay,
Spookiest of spooky.
so, I would have this nightmare like every single year. Like it was literally like only once a year, and it was like there's this like cabin, and I would walk into the cabin, and there'd be like a kitchen, and then there'd be like a living room, and there'd be a little old lady, and she'd be like sitting in a rocking chair, just like sitting there, and I would just be standing there like staring at her, and then like I could see in my like peripheral vision like another guy like walking up, but I didn't like turn my head, and I just saw him walking up, and then he just takes a gun and he kills both of us, and then like my vision goes to like him. So like now I'm like seeing me with like a gun in my hand, and I'm seeing like my dead body and this old lady's dead body.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just walk out of the house and that's it. And I stopped having this dream when our church went to this old lady's house for like we did a service there because she couldn't get out anymore. And the house was laid out exactly like the one in my dream. And I had like I'd never been in this house before. And it was laid out the exact same. And like when we walked in, and I was like just looking around, and she's an old lady, so like it scared me even more.
What about the outside?
The outside not as much, but like you still had to get to stairs to get to the door, and you had to do that in my dream too. And you did that in that old lady's house too, so it was like creepy. And we get in there, and we're like sitting, and my dad's like talking to her and stuff. And it like hits me, like literally my whole body went like numb, and I was like, I leaned over to my mom because she knew I'd been having the bad dream, and I was like, Mom, we got to get out of here. I was like, this is literally terrifying me, and she was like, okay, and we like left like early because I like had the worst feeling about it.
Do your parents believe you? Like believe this stuff?
Oh well, she believed me on this definitely because she knew about the dream before. Like I'd explained it to my whole family before because like it scared me so bad. So like this, she believed me. Overall, I think my mom is iffy on it. I think my dad, he doesn't believe in like ghosts or anything.
My parents are the same way. They think I'm like crazy.
Yeah, I believe in like ghosts and stuff. Like I think.
See, I don't believe in like ghosts or spirits, but I believe in just about like everything else.
Like demons, like because I kind of I believe in like demons.
But like I think Mothman's real. I don't know what he is. I don't think he's just like Mothman. Like there's something going on.
Mothman's interesting.
And then like all the Navajo stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think there's something to that.
What about like the Jersey Devil?
Jersey Devil's lame. I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that one.
Basically, there's like this. Some woman allegedly had a little weird baby with like goat parts and dragon parts and human parts. It's like
a demon baby.
It's like that's why it's called the Jersey Devil. Apparently, the dad was Satan. I don't know. It's like a bootleg urban legend. It sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't like that one.
That's literally like one of the worst ones.
What about the Megalodon?
What about it? That's just a
the Megalodon has become a legend on this show.
Yeah, okay, well, the Megalodon, along with, like, other things, are, like, we've never even explored the deep sea. Like, there's definitely stuff down there that...
The only deepest part that we say deepest was what we've touched is the deepest surface area. But...
Well, you know how there's all those...
Oceans have caves.
Yeah, there's, like, those cracks in the floor and stuff. Like, there could be stuff down in there.
Which is bad. That's bad news. And that's why I think there's a cracking. I just do. Like,
Uh-oh. Oh, it's mint chocolate.
Ew.
Oh, mint's disgusting.
You don't like mint?
Oh.
Not with chocolate.
Mint chocolate?
Yeah.
Like Junior Mints?
Yeah, that's bad.
No, I like that stuff.
I'm
like
into
peppermint
socks.
patties.
Yeah, no, those are disgusting.
I like peppermint patties.
Okay. Should I explain my ghost stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was quoted by several different people. I may be a medium. Or is it medium? Median? Medium. I may be a medium. Because I've seen a lot of spirits. Maybe. I don't know what they are. I think they're spirits, but my first one, I was about 8 years old, laying down in bed in my brother's room. I guess I don't know why I was sleeping in there. Every time I've seen him, well, 2 of the 3 times I've seen this spirit, it's been in there. And I woke up in the middle of the night to see a man standing next to the door, a shadow of a man in a hat and a suit, looking down on me.
Like as big as the door frame?
Probably about as tall as Buster. Slim guy. Like Slenderman slim. Like his face was kind of the same as Slenderman, but black. But he was a little bit bigger than Slenderman. Like you could see, the outline of him, and you could tell he was in a suit and a hat. And then I tried to wake myself up, or because I thought I was in a dream, so I tried to wake myself up, but I was already awake, so I was kind of freaking out at that point. Second time, I was walking with my grandma beside that room when I looked in, and he was on the bed, and he gets up and turns out and looks right at me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I just kept walking and ignored it. Then I was 16 years old. No, 17. I was 16. It was about a year ago. And I got home. And I looked over in my neighbor's window. And he was just there.
It's the same guy every time?
Yeah, same one. There's been other experiences. But this guy keeps showing up. And he was just there, and I flipped out. That time I flipped out. Oh, because it'd been like 6 years. I just flipped out that time. Freaked out all night. Jeez. I actually researched that he's been seen. The baby.
Good Lord.
He's been seen multiple times by other people, and there's a whole website dedicated to it. I didn't know about it till last year after I saw him last time.
Is it all in this area? Like everyone that's seen him, has it been in this area?
No, it's all over. But Daniel Carter?
Yeah.
He's seen him too. He's a lot more violent with him though. But the other time I saw, a kid died at like 4 in my neighborhood. He was hit by a car.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's terrible. It was before I was born though. And I looked over on the train tracks one day, and there was a train coming, and I saw a little kid on the tracks before the train was coming. And when it came by, it just passed him, and he was no longer there. It creeped me out. I'd never seen the kid before in my life. And like other stuff's happened too. I hear stuff a lot, like all the time.
Like all in your house?
Mm-hmm.
See, we've heard like footsteps before in my house, and my mom just recently told me, she was like, "Girls, like I've heard footsteps too when no one's here, and I just didn't tell you guys because I didn't want to scare you. But I've been in my house by myself and heard footsteps upstairs, and I'll literally like run outside and call my dad. I might come home like someone's in the house."
You did that, or your mom?
No, I've done that. And then recently my mom told me that she's heard footsteps too.
What'd she do?
She's an adult. She doesn't care. Like, she doesn't really believe in that
it's
stuff.
It's even worse whenever you see, like, the videos of, like, police, like, pulling somebody out of, like, somebody's attic, like a squatter.
I've never...
You've never... Okay.
Oh, like someone who's living in someone's...
Right. Yeah. There are many, many occasions of people living in people's homes without them knowing.
They don't even know? Mm-hmm. I've never, like, heard of this.
They'll, like, use their shower and drink their milk and eat their food.
Maybe that's what's going on here for you.
Oh, yeah, we did have a naked homeless man in the basement.
No, we never did.
For about 6 months. Yeah. Turns out it was Ben's brother. Or Buster's brother, Ben. It was Buster. Buster was the guy.
How am I homeless? This is my home.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I've seen some ghosts. Yeah, they creep me out.
What about you, Buster?
Okay, I'll talk a little bit about the stuff that's happened to me. It's not as ethereal or as solid. But I'm gonna say it anyway, 'cause it spooked me real good. One time, here actually, this used to like be my brother's room, and there's a television there, and
Mm.
computer behind the curtain here. And one time, it was a Friday. I got home, and I went to get a key and put it in the lock to come in through the garage door down there. You know, unfortunately, there was already a key in the lock, and it was already turned to the unlock position. So I was like, okay, not going in that way. I locked it back. Took the key away from there, and then, went up through the top because no way I'm messing with that. I don't want any part of that. And then Saturday's cool, no worries. Sunday, I have to re-register my computer because I changed a part, and Ben and I switched cases, and that means my registration for my hard drive OS is on the case down here. And I walked in, everything was cool. I turned the door handle, opened it up. TV was on in the middle of turning off. Computer was on, middle of shutting down. I turned the lights on and used that baseball bat back there to open up everything. My heart was like,
Why didn't you tell Ben to come with you?
Ben wasn't here.
Oh, I thought you meant like he was up there with you.
No.
Who else?
So you were
was
just
here?
here by
came down
yourself?
Yeah.
Who was here?
I don't think anybody was. It was just me.
Okay, you
Jeez.
definitely have one of those people living here, and you just don't know.
Yeah. But now they don't have much because this is just a set.
Did you look all around for somebody?
Yeah.
Like all around down here? And you
I
couldn't
didn't
find...
I didn't search the garage because there's no way I'm walking through rusty nail territory.
Yeah, plus it's kind of creepy back.
Basically, if you find somebody squatting in the rusty nail part of a garage, by rusty nail I mean nasty part where, that's how you die. If you find somebody squatting in that section of the garage, that's how you die.
Jeez. I would have...
But yeah, after that I am like, okay, no more hidden key. We're gonna lock the door all the time.
Was that recently?
No, this is 8th grade.
Because I know you stopped putting the key out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've had some recent things because you've even sent me pictures before of it looks like someone is like the door.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was just recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't the other morning. It was probably a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get up at 4:30 because at my mom's the water was off because water company didn't turn on like they were supposed to. Came here at it was probably 5, and I'm coming in through the bottom. I don't want to use the front door because my grandpa sleeps right next to that window. I didn't want to make a big ruckus. Show up, key's already in the lock, already turned to the unlock position. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I take a picture of it, send it out to all the homies, let them know that I'm about to die.
Yeah, he said that.
Did you
He was
say
like, if I'm not at school today, I'm probably dead.
Did you send that to me?
Yeah, probably.
I think you did, and I forgot about that.
But
I was
locked
so
it-
I was so
locked it
scared
back
for you.
and, put that key elsewhere. And then, I went through the front door. I didn't care. I'm like, yeah, Grandpa can deal with the noise.
Jeez.
Did you shower upstairs after that?
Oh, yeah, I was pretty spooked, too.
Yeah.
It used to be horrible because, the worst thing that's, ever happened is, whenever I'm here alone. I've been here for a weekend alone once because my grandma had, AFib. And, my grandpa had to go to South Carolina to make sure she was okay and all that. And I was here by myself. And this is a very noisy house, just naturally. It has a lot of house sounds. But ever since one time I heard something that was legit not a house sound, I'm always on edge.
What was it?
Basically, there was a guy who was a family friend who just walked out of the house at 2:30 a.m. and left the door open. And I heard the door open. I'm like, that's not a house sound. And then I'm like, hey, Mima, that's not a house sound. She's like, go talk to Grandpa. I walk out. I see the front door wide open. I'm like, Grandpa, the front door is open. He went out and handled it.
Did he
got
not
the
even
door
notice
open.
that it opened?
What?
Your grandpa. Did he not notice that the door had opened?
He was asleep. It was 2:30
Oh.
a.m.
case.
That's just.
But anyway,
I
it's
don't
just
understand.
the worst because there's like, the bigger the house, the more potential there is that there's somebody hiding there waiting to kill you.
Well, I'm going to the garage right now to get a drink, and I hope I don't die.